Okay, so if you're in a place right now where you find that you're not manifesting the reality around you, you have to work on three things, okay? I'm going to give you three simple tips. The first one is you need to look at your food, what you're putting into your body, what you're putting into your mind, okay? The things that you're taking in. If you're watching all this negative stuff, like even me, I made a video the other day, I was like, that's kind of got a little fear porn attached to it. I was like, I don't like that. But I made the video anyway because I felt like there needed to be a warning. I try to make those videos as little as possible because I feel like most of us that are vibrating high, we don't even look at that. We're like, oh no, we're going to be fine. But I'm like, well, what about the people that are low vibes? Were they even going to see this video? I don't know. But anyway, so I made it just as a word of caution because I feel like, as I call myself a watchman, as someone that sees things coming in the future, you need to be able to know how to communicate that, right? The watchman on the wall used to sit there, and then as soon as they see the enemy, they start ringing that bell, man. They start ringing that bell. So I don't want to take away from different responsibilities that I have, but I also don't want to stay in the doom and gloom, look at all these enemies, because I know that we're going to a much better place where those people won't even exist because we've changed realities and timelines so much that they've kind of collapsed in on themselves. So I want you to know that we're doing this together. I want you to know that we can change whatever we want just by looking at things that are good for us and listening to things that are good for us and not paying attention. I know some people are like, well, you're in denial. You don't even understand how things work, okay? When you take things in and believe them, you're creating that reality. If you're down in that lower vibration, you're pulling on those low vibe realities. That's what you're doing. So you can tell me it's wrong, these people are trying to kill us, but you know what? I've had way cooler things happen to me looking towards the light than I have worrying about all the doom and gloom. And so I'm not going to worry about it anymore. And I'm going to try my best not to shout it out on this platform, because what I want people to upgrade. I want people to detox. So here's the second tip. First, you detox your body and your mind, your eyes and your ears. Then you start going over everything that you're putting into your body, right? It's like, oh, I'm eating healthy. And I'm like, oh no, I'm still using Colgate Total. Oh, I'm eating healthy. And oh no, I'm still using this shampoo product and I'm still using this conditioner. I'm like, oh crap. And so there's like these little tweaks that you need to do. Oh, I'm doing this good. I'm doing that good. It's like, oh, I'm still putting plastic on my body every day. Like, oh, that's not good either. So we need to become more aware of our habits. Once you start seeing what you're doing, right, then you can start changing little steps. I was like, okay, I won't drink milk. I'll do this. I won't drink this. I'll do this. I won't drink beer. I'll do this. And I went to non-alcoholic beer for a bit because I still like the social and like the mental programming. I just needed something there to keep me social, thinking that I'm drinking. That's what I did when I first stopped. And so I want you guys to know that if we do all of this together, here's the second catalyst, okay? So you keep your eyes and your ears and your body in check. Then what you also have to do is you have to raise your vibration. Okay, that's the third step, or the second step. You do that through thankfulness. You do that through gratefulness. You do that through energy transference, which is grounding, PEMF sunlight, fresh air. Okay, exercise, the basics. Those are the basics. And people look at this and they scroll by, and I'm like, this is so important. You shouldn't be skipping this step. Okay, third step. After you change your body and change your mind and change your ears and your eyes, you're also changing your emotions and how you feel about things and how you're raising your frequency and your belief patterns. And then the third thing you need to do is follow the breadcrumbs. When the synchronicities start to open up, when the still small voice, when your intention starts poking at you, and by the way, it's a muscle, you need to work it consistently. It's not just the universe dropping it in your lap, because just like you don't notice cars until you have a certain type of vehicle, then you notice it everywhere that you go. You need to program what you see and what you hear so that you see it when it comes. This is going to lead you to the great adventure of you figuring out who you are and why you're supposed to be here. Once you figure that out, you're going to be totally locked in with what you're going to be able to do. And then that reality is going to start to open up to you. And this third dimensional reality will start to close in its relevance. It'll just not be important anymore because we're doing all of this beautiful stuff despite the darkness. And so if you're doing that, remember, you need these three things. You need to detox your lifestyle, you need to make sure you're vibrating high, and you need to follow the breadcrumbs. You do that, you're going to have a very, very interesting life.